guys, Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com with another CTO coffee chat. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last one talking about pre-VMware announcements, kind of my concerns around VMware and their layoffs. Hopefully today is a little bit brighter note. VMware had a rough announcement yesterday, job cuts of 800 people, some of which I know. vSphere is slowing down in growth. What does this all mean? You know what? We're not going to get into that conversation. Those things we knew were coming. vSphere was going to get to the point where it was a mature product and sales would slow down. VMware needed to bridge over to a new revenue stream. I wrote about that a couple of years ago. I think one of my more popular posts over on virtualizedgeek.com was talking about why VMware NSX and VMware vSAN were so important to VMware. At some point, they needed a new data center strategy, and VMware NSX seems to be leading the way. vSAN hasn't picked up as much steam as I thought it would by now, but still very important. The numbers don't lie. VMware NSX, 9% of VMware's revenue, $600 million run rate. VMware NSX is a pretty nice sized business. Why I'm long on NSX in general. I haven't always been a NSX fan. If you recall, a few months ago, I did a video to officially tipping my cap to Martin and his crew over at VMware, talking about how great of a job they did at building a juggernaut in NSX. From the boardroom of Fortune 500 companies down to the data center, everyone is talking, not necessarily NSX specifically, but NSX's primary use case, which is network segmentation. The deletion or destruction of the concept that just because two servers are in the same data center, they should be trusted. Exploits from what happened with Target on and on went through where a lower level system got compromised, and it eventually compromised a system that had sensitive data on it, and now that retail organization or credit card company is now in the news, and it becomes a big deal. So boardrooms are definitely afraid of this network segmentation issue. So that's one reason to be long on NSX. Very good reason. Security is a nice way to scare people into upgrading and making their network a little bit more secure. But in addition to the security use case, there's, I think, the cloud networking use case. I made an argument for this a while back ago. VMware is uniquely positioned as being, the heart and soul of a lot of data centers, a lot of virtualized infrastructures, to be that bridge between the data center and cloud. I've said it before, and I still maintain the toughest part of hybrid cloud will be the networking piece. Getting the network to communicate in a consistent and predictable way between hybrid cloud, between your public cloud and your on-premises data center. NSX bridges that gap. VMware previewed at VMware 2015, NSX running in AWS. That means that your AWS nodes look no different to vCenter NSX firewall. Those nodes look no different than any other node in your data center. Expand the ideal out to not just AWS, but to Google Compute and Azure. You can go what we call headless, where you don't have a data center and you have multiple clouds and you have one consistent network model across those clouds. You can create a security policy that is valid whether you have nodes running in Google Compute or if you have nodes running in Microsoft Azure potentially. I think that is an amazing use case, and the fact that VMware NSX is growing so quickly, just on the primary use case of network segmentation, I think leads credence to VMware. I don't think you can write them off quite yet. They have a lot of bags left in the trick, or they have a lot of tricks left in their bag. That's it for this CTO Advisor Coffee Chat. catch you guys on the Twitters. I'm at CTO Advisor. And you can subscribe to my podcast, which is more goodness, talking to industry experts, thectoadvisor.com/podcast, or you can find us on your favorite podcast platforms such as iTunes. Talk to you guys soon.